Higgsfield fam, it's your homeboy Grand Tizzle, and we are back. Welcome to redartmedia.ai, and this is where the hub where you come to learn everything about AI, and in particular I use the platform Higgsfield. And today we're going to be covering Kling 3.0, the brand new Kling model that's available to us, and it's very beautiful. But we're going to put it to the test. We're going to run some sequences through, and I have some images that I already got created. I actually use Higgsfield to create these images, and we're going to create a spy-like fight sequence, and we're going to see how it holds up. So without further ado, we're going to go over and use ChatGPT to help us to come up with the proper prompts. We're going to study ChatGPT a little bit. We're going to study Kling a little bit while we're waiting on our renders to fulfill itself. And then we're going to talk about the best practices and the best use when you're over here at Higgsfield, using your credits and things like that. We're going to talk about the number system. We're going to talk about the type of prompts you should use, as well as the probably the best time durations, because right now Kling 3.0 go up to 15 seconds. But is that really good? Well, we're going to figure it out in this session right now. So without further ado, let's go ahead and move on to the next. And it's important that you talk to ChatGPT this way, especially when you asking them to help you to create a prompt. I wrote, can you rewrite this prompt? And I'm gonna paste the prompt that I already got that it generated previously. I'm saying, can you rewrite this prompt? I need a new surgical prompt for the new Kling 3.0. I need for you to do a deep dive and discover the best practices to give me the most accurate prompt based on the best prompting practices. Practices that's available for Kling models. Okay. Is there anything else that I could write? Well, if I wasn't doing this video, I probably would think of something better, but I'm feeling like I'm experiencing performance anxiety. So let me kind of act like I'm not recording, and just instead I'm gonna try to think out loud. So bear with me for a second. Can you rewrite this prompt? I need a most accurate prompt based on the best prompting practices that are available for Kling models. I just use this prompt, but I'll say, let me see. I just used this prompt. The sound was good and pretty accurate, but the movement was very minimal and a bit slow paced, and it wasn't immediate. I need camera pans, whip pans, motion blurs, and please treat this prompt as if it was a Jackie Chan fighting sequence or a high-powered spy dramatic fight sequence. Here is the old prompt. Please rewrite for the new Kling 3.0 model. And let me pick Control V, paste it. And then I'm gonna close it, bracket close. And I'm gonna let it do what it do. And I guess it's constructing. Absolutely, I'm going to re-engineer this prompt, not just to rewrite. Think of this as swapping a blunt blade. Kling responds best when motion, camera intent, tempo, and immediacy are explicitly commanded, not implied. Well front-loaded energy, force instant movement, choreograph the camera like it's another fighter in the room. Okay, good. Below is a surgical optimized prompt designed to eliminate slow starts, increase kinetic density, and inject Jackie style and be spiritual urgency. Boom, boom. Okay. The high velocity type of prompt rewritten. Kling. Immediate high impact close quarters. This is interesting. This feels intelligent. Why this works? I don't care why it works, ChatGPT. I just want to see it work. You might have to rewrite it. Okay, now that we got that, let's copy it. Let's go back over here. Now let me show you the first thing it did. This is what it did, and this is not going to work, but I really love the sound effects. See, she moves like an old lady. No. No, that's okay, you know, but let's do this. You know. Okay, Control V, we just copied that prompt. We keep everything as is. Let me look at the advanced, the 10 seconds. And the reason why we're gonna make it shorter so that we can probably more than likely get closer to what I'm looking for. I heard the longer you make it, the funkier it gets. But I think we can pack in a whole lot of wallop within. Matter of fact, let's make it 6, because 5 is really the old way. So let's make it 6. Maybe I can get a lot of action going on within that small time frame. So we put the new prompt in. Let's go ahead and render that. Regenerate that. Okay, this is rendered. So let's go back and let's see what it gave to us, and then we can understand what the limitations are and different things like that. So this is a fresh look. I can afford to spend a little bit more credits. Let's see what 10 gives us. Now let's see what 9 gives us. Maybe we can get a little bit more activity. Her foreign language could come from the fact that it could be somewhere in this prompt. Let me see, Jackie Chan style. That could have made her talk foreign. Pacing is relentless and immediate. I like that. I didn't even read the prompt. I just copied the prompt and pasted it. But I probably should have read it. Camera behavior is aggressive. Yes. Movement cadence. Fast strikes. Yes, definitely. Okay. All right, so let's raise the nope, that's slow. I will raise the resolution, but it's going to be too slow. So let's keep it there. Let's duration 9. We're only generating 16 credits. And again, I encourage you to get the big package. I got the big package here, and I got 99% credits left. I think I get about 6,000 credits per month with the program that I'm using, and it's worth it because this does so much. You know, we got Grok in there now. We got Kling motion control. That's the dancing sequences. You know, when you copy and move from other people. We got Omni Edit. You know, and it grows. It grows every single day. I'm gonna show you a few things while we waiting on that to render. So Kling 3.0, this is really good here. If we look at the videos here, you know, we see the quality, you know, and in particular, the way the camera is responding to the video. You know, the camera is locked right here. I mean, that's beautiful. The camera is following the bird. That's awesome, epic. Look at the close-up, the macro here. you know, the macro shot. That's like incredible. Look at the blur. Look at the motion, not motion blur, but the bokeh in the front and in the back of that particular image. This is good here. Look at the football. Like, that's all of this is really, really good. Really good. Look at this point of view shot. Following the pool ball, the cue ball. That's really, really good. So we're going to do some deeper dive. We're going to really explore and really dig into. We're going to dig deep into Kling. We are. But right now we're waiting on that. Okay, so it's in progress. Oh, that's good. So let's go and see over here and see what it did. Now I know that the time is a few factors before we play. There's a few factors that I want you to keep in mind. Factor number one, your time is going to affect the end result, the render. Fact number two, each render is like pulling a slot machine or playing the lottery. You really don't know what you're going to get. That's just a fact. Sometimes you get lucky on the first pull. Sometimes you got to pull 2 or 3 times. Sometimes you have to change the prompt. Sometimes you have to change the length. You understand what I'm saying? So there's a few variables that you want to consider. One thing I like in particular is that it gives you the option, or somewhere it used to give you the option. I don't know where it's at right now, but I know I can find it. But it gives you the option to put a seed there. And so you give your prompt a seed, and if that prompt works and it looks good, you keep that seed, and you always use that seed for the rest of your shots. So everything can stay consistent, and whatever it decided to do for you on this particular shot, that seed can lock in for the other shots. So that's something to consider. So with that being said, let's see what it gave us by me stretching it to 8 seconds. Ooh. Okay. Okay, no. Yes and no. So now what I would do, I like that. I like that. Yes. 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 Okay. So let me tell you what I would do. By me being a real true director, film director, video, music video, commercial, things like that, I would always just take little bits and pieces. So I would take this, that, boom. Okay, right there. When she moved there, I will cut. Because this has it. So that's 4 seconds. So it looks like to me, y'all, 5 seconds is going to probably be the optimal for us. So we finna do another render, and we're gonna do it for 5 seconds. But let's look at it. Boom. See? Boom. See? Oh, that's extra good. But all of this right here, this rhetoric, this is considered rhetoric, right? What's happening? She turned. She walked past him. It's just weird. Okay. But all the first ones is excellent. Boom. Yes. Yes. All right. And so what I would do, I would actually take the first of this. So let's look at this. Boom. I like that. Boom. So we would take this splash, blink, and then I would immediately cut to this. I mean, you know, I would hit the beginning. Boom. And then this is what I like better. And then we're going to do another render. Let's see this here. No way. Absolutely not. But, well, let's see what she's doing here. Oh, she's being silly right here. Girl, stop being silly. But this is 2.6. So let's go and let's do one more render, guys. And then I'm going to show you, well, probably in the next tutorial, how I take these and I edit them together. No. Okay. No, okay. No, that's fine, because all it is data force, and I didn't spend much. I just spent 9 credits. So 6. So we did a 6. Here, let's see what we did here. This is 5. This is 9. This is 6. Okay, I like. Yeah. 6 did really good. Okay. Yeah. All right, so based on what it gave us back, y'all, based on what it gave us back, this gave us nothing here. So maybe 5 is not it. I'm gonna do one more run to make sure that, because again, the duration have a lot to do with what you're going to get back. So let's go ahead and do let's do 6 one more time. I want to see if 6 is the go-to for action. So let's let that do what that need to do. It's in progress, so that's good. I'll check back on it briefly. So without further ado, let's go ahead and see what it rendered to us at 6 seconds, and let's see if it kept up with the rapid succession.
Get that away.
Yeah.
Stay down.
Okay. Interesting.
Get that away. Stay down.
Okay. So a couple things that I noticed.
Stay down.
Yeah. Okay. So it's a lot that we can pick. So one thing I want to say is the 6 seconds seems like the idea.
Stay down.
Okay. And of course, what we can do is we can give it more prompt. We can dial it in even more, because this is really kind of just a random prompt, for lack of better words. They just fighting. I love the sound effect. Even if I don't even use the footage, I still would like to use the sound effect. I paid for it. I own it now. And not only can I use it now, but I can use it for even later things. You know what I mean? So that is being, what's the word? Frugal? You know, like always use everything that you pay for. Keep it, put it in a pile, save it. Keep everything you render, even if you don't use it, even if you can't use it. You pay for it, download it, own it, build an archive. You know what I mean? Because you could come to it later. You can say to yourself, dang, I remember I had this sound. And you can just build your own library. Then you can sell it, you know, because you own it. Final notes. It's not easy to get a really good fight sequence out of anything when it comes to AI. You know, fight sequences is really, really difficult. But I think this did an excellent job. And again, I would work on better poses. I would go to the image, and we create a variety of poses, and that we'll show that in the next video tutorial. But these are some really good things. I really, really like Kling 3.0. And Kling 3.0 is extremely painfully promising. Okay, fam, we're going to wrap this session up, but make sure y'all subscribe, because we're going to talk a lot more about Higgsfield, the workflow that I use, and the most beneficial workflow, and how beneficial Higgsfield is as well. So until the next time, I'll see you in a minute. I'll see you when I spin it. Peace.